Up next on 5 on Your Side at noon, members of a SWAT team shoot a man barricaded inside a burning home. We have the latest there. And questions surround a shooting incident in Kansas City. A teen who went to the wrong house shot by the homeowner. What we're learning today. And picking up the mess from a weekend of storms, we take you to one of the hardest hit cities. The news at noon is just ahead.
Thank you for having me.
And for bringing the cocktails. Y'all be sure to get to Reba's, please. The restaurant, it's amazing.
We have fun.
All right, we had a blast. Okay, tomorrow, Questlove will be here, plus actress Judy Greer and Justin Sylvester.
Oh, Justin Sylvester will be here with the scoop.
Yes, he will. Okay, we'll see y'all. What a great Monday. I loved it. Wow.
Welcome to today. So happy to see you guys. Would you like my boost?
Yes.
Back. Here we go.
Sometimes we just do things to help.
That's our Hoda.
Happy birthday. We got an awesome crowd, y'all.
Mrs. Davis is all-knowing and all-powerful. She not only knows you're coming for her, she wants you to.
Then I better get going.
Only total furniture liquidation. M stands for mattresses in every type, size, and firmness, even with remote control adjustable bed frame. All at blowout prices. M stands for motion. Reclining sofas and love seats, sectionals, recliners, and lift recliners. We're blowing them all out at pennies on the dollar. Heirloom quality area rugs are 70% off. Everything is in stock and ready to go. At the weekends only going out of business. M&M blowout. Only 7 days left in Fairview Heights. No reasonable offers refused.
As your neighbor, it's Classic Air Care's job to make your life more comfortable. That's because our experienced heating, cooling, and plumbing technicians put our customers and neighbors first. And with 4.9 stars, over 3,000 reviews, it means we didn't do just a good job, we did a great one. Classic Air Care, making your life more comfortable. Now's the best time to replace your HVAC system with a full Lennox system install. Visit ClassicAirCare.com or call for a free estimate.
Does your home have water damage from clogged or faulty gutters? Gutter Helmet by Ledner Home Solutions was recently named America's best clog-free gutter system. Call 8885-HELMET for a free estimate, and for a limited time, get 50% off installation.
Lab Diamonds, the jewelry exchange, has 5-carat FVS2 for $7,900. That's over 97% off wrap. 2-carat high-grade solitaires are $19.90. 1-carat studs, $5.99.
This is 5 on Your Side at noon. Focused on you.
We start today with a developing story in St. Louis. A man is in critical condition today after being shot by members of a police SWAT team. Thank you for joining us. I'm Mark Maxwell. Kay Quinn has the day off. It happened overnight on Balson Avenue. Police say the man barricaded himself inside a burning house while armed with a rifle. At one point, police say he leaned out of the second-story window and pointed that rifle at the SWAT team. That's when 5 officers opened fire, hitting the man twice. We're told it was a domestic situation, all of it while the house was burning.
The suspect stuck half his body out of the second-floor window, and he was armed with a rifle and pointing at the SWAT officers. SWAT officers fired at the suspect, striking him. He fell out the second-floor window. Were they able to take him into custody and rush him to the hospital?
Police say they're not sure whether that man actually fired shots at the officers, but they say he did point his rifle at the SWAT team. They also don't know whether he lived inside that home where he was barricaded. Flags in Missouri are flying at half-staff today for a St. Louis soldier killed during a training exercise. The funeral for Chief Warrant Officer Zachary Esparza of the 101st Airborne is happening today at Cross Point Church in South County. He'll be buried at Jefferson Barracks National Cemetery. Chief Warrant Officer Rustin Smith of St. James, Missouri, also died last month when 2 Army helicopters collided near Fort Campbell, Kentucky. Smith was laid to rest on Saturday. A 5-year-old boy is dead after a tractor accident in Lincoln County. The boy was thrown out of a tractor in Foley yesterday and run over. The Highway Patrol says the man driving that tractor didn't close the door all the way. No word on whether any charges may be filed. Cleanup continues around the region after Saturday's severe storms. The National Weather Service says at least 7 tornadoes touched down, with the brunt of the damage in the southern areas of the Metro East. Alex Fees has more from the Monroe County town of Hecker.
From Baldwin to Belleville over the weekend, severe weather whipped up tornadoes and high winds, which damaged buildings, also brought down power lines and tree limbs. Some of those tree limbs right on top of houses, like you see the roof behind me. Many people woke up this morning without power as electricity was affected, including here in the town of Hecker, where it was an EF1 tornado that was confirmed. Now here in Hecker, wind blew a lot of trees and power lines down. Wind knocked the tree onto Noah Dillard's house. That's what happened here. High winds destroyed a trampoline and blew parts of Dillard's property across the neighborhood. Monroe County officials were out over the weekend assessing damage. Belleville resident Hattie Hayes says the storm ripped open her roof and took down decades-old trees very close to her house, much too close for her comfort. Now, weather ripped the shingles off the roof, causing it to leak. When she came outside after the weather system moved through, the first thing that happened is she smelled natural gas. So she grabbed her dog and called 911.
I just thought my house was going to blow up. I was just waiting for it to go up in blaze. But the fireman got here in time enough to cut off the main.
While damage reports were widespread, reports of injuries were not. Reporting in Hecker, Alex Fees, 5 on your side.
The storm also ripped through Valley Park, Fenton, and Sunset Hills. An EF1 tornado tore down trees, signs, and blew out this window at the Baldwin Points indoor swimming pools in Hillsboro. An EF0 tornado caused similar damage, blowing away the steeple off of the church just off of Main Street. And we're checking in with Gary Frank for weather. Gary, how are things looking?
Hey, much quieter. We really lucked out, all things considered, even though we did have those quick spin-ups, because we had no injuries or deaths on Saturday's tornado survey. They're still out looking at a few of them. And now if you look on 5+, you can look at how those tornadoes are surveyed. I did a little bit more. It's going to take more than a few minutes, so I want to give you an update if you want to check that out. Right now, it's as quiet as can be. The wind is still picked up, though. Gusts between 35 and 40. And that cloud cover and rain, even a few flakes of snow in Indiana. They got that lake effect snow going on even further north. Right now we have winds between 30 and 40 miles an hour. Those gusts are a little bit higher, but our temperatures are at least up. We have sunshine. Temperatures have moved up into the 50s. A west-northwest breeze sustained at 20 miles an hour. Still makes it feel a little bit cooler, even though we're out of the wind chill. We will be into the mid-60s this afternoon and evening, but another cool night on the way. We'll track our next return to 80 degrees, maybe our next chance for stronger storms, and even another frost or freeze possible.
All right, Gary, thanks. A court hearing will kick off tomorrow as the Missouri Attorney General pushes to remove St. Louis Circuit Attorney Kim Gardner from office. Andrew Bailey is building a case to prove Gardner has neglected her duties. Gardner is expected to ask the judge to throw the case out. The court may also rule on Bailey's request to remove Gardner from office while the case is in court. The hearing is tomorrow afternoon at 1:30. You can watch it live on our YouTube page, KSDK.com, and on 5+. Right now, the Circuit Attorney's Office is swamped under heavy caseloads and continues to lose key trial attorneys. One assistant circuit attorney resigned this last Friday. And developing in Kansas City, police are working to prepare evidence in connection with the shooting of a black teenager. He was trying to pick up his younger brother from a friend's house. 16-year-old Ralph Yarl is now recovering in a hospital. Police say he accidentally went to the wrong house Thursday night, and that's when he was shot by the homeowner. Investigators are working to determine a motive. A GoFundMe page for Yarl has raised more than $1 million. And now the community in Kansas City is demanding answers. Hundreds of people showed up for a rally yesterday calling for criminal charges. Leslie Delisbour has that part of the story.
We are telling a story that is different from the stories that you normally hear. Right now. He is alive and he's healing.
A 16-year-old's family is thankful he's alive.
We want charges. That's what we want.
But they are standing among hundreds in the community.
Justice! When do we want it? Now! We don't get it, shut it down! We don't get it, shut it down! We don't get it, shut it down!
Making their voice heard and presence known, taking a step towards justice, up to the home where Ralph Yarl was shot twice.
It gave me a sickening feeling. I just kept looking back at the house.
As a mother of 3 children, this enrages me.
Community members say they are speaking from a place of pain.
We are not just angry when our babies get shot. We are angry every day because our bodies are hurting, our babies are hurting. We must love and support each other. We must love and support each other.
Crime crying out for answers. A community is praying for Yarl's family and peace, not stopping until they get justice.
I realize that justice doesn't come overnight, but the fact that there's a kid in the hospital and everything I read says not even a charge has been done, that concerns me.
Just hold this man accountable. And you see that the community came out and supported. We are a community. If one of our children is shot, killed, we all are here.
Police initially said Yarl's condition was stable, but described his injury as life-threatening. His current condition has not yet been released. Investigators will consider whether the suspect is protected under Missouri's Stand Your Ground laws. Still ahead, a story that's been trending all morning. Netflix's first try at live programming goes very wrong. Plus, meet Illinois' Teacher of the Year and see how she's helping students overcome personal tragedies outside the classroom.